ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्य वरदवक्त्राभ्यां पारिषद्याः परस्सतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् यतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिज्ञः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैधीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिम् आनतोऽस्मि यः स्वानुभावम् अखिल श्रुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्. Now, with Bhagavan's grace, we will take up fifth adhyayam, atha panchamodhyayah. Okay. We saw how Sati Devi gave up her life, what yoga process she did, the Yogagni. Then we also saw how her attendants rose up immediately, carrying all weapons to attack Daksha. The moment this happened, we also heard how Bhrigu Muni, through mantra balam, manifested Devagal known as Ribudevaha, whose tapopalam, the balam from the tapas, was they made them live in the land of the moon. Okay, and so they immediately came out of the Agni, having been commanded by Bhrigu Muni, and they attacked the attendants of Sati Devi who had come with her. And with and what item did they use? They took all the kullikatte, the half burnt and still burning big wooden sticks and all that, from the Agni, and logs of wood, so to speak. And with that, they started attacking the attendants of Sati Devi, and these attendants ran helter-skelter in all directions. Up to that point, we have come. Atha panchamodhyayah. Now, the fifth adhyayam. Now, in this adhyayam, the destruction of Daksha is described. What happened to Daksha? Okay. Maitreya Uvacha. Bhavo bhavanyam nidhanam prajapatehe asatkrutaya avagambya naradate svapashada sainyam cha tadatta rabhurhi vidravitam krodham aparam adadhe. Maitreya uvacha Bhavo bhavanyam nidhanam prajapatehe asatkrutaya avagamya naradate svapashada sainyam cha tadadvarar bhubihi. Let me read that properly. Some not I feel are not rububihi is the way it should come. Okay, tat advarha rubihi. That's the way it should be broken. Okay, advarha means from the sacrifice. Okay, rububihi the rebus. Okay, that phrase should be, padam should be broken up. Tadadvarar bhubihi itat advarha rubihi. Okay. Tat advaraha rubihi. Rubus are the devas. Rubihi the plural. Okay. Bhavo bhavanyam nidhanam prajapatehe atatkrutaya avagamya naradate svapashada sainyam cha tat advaraha rubihi vidravitam krodham aparam adadhe. Bhavaha bhavanyam nidhanam prajapatehe asatkrutaya. Bhavanya nidhanam, up to that point we'll take. Okay, so we'll make some sentence in the way that we can understand it in English. Okay. Bhavaha, that is Parameswaran. Prajapatehe, from the Prajapati, from the Daksha Prajapati. Asatkrutaya, having been being humiliated by him, being disrespected by him, being derided by him, by the Prajapatehe. The humiliated from Prajapatehe, from Daksha Prajapati. Daksha Prajapati-idam irundu. Okay, that is the Prajapatehe grammatically. Asatkrutya, being humiliated, derided, disrespected. Because of that, Bhavanyaha, his Patni Sati Devi, in Bhavanyaha, grammatically it means Sati Devi in. Nidhanam means death, end. Okay, so Sivaperuman. Now what is it? That's a verb you required. Okay, Bhavaha, Sivaperuman. Prajapatehe asatkrutaya bhavanyam nidhanam. Okay, up to that point you understand. From Prajapati being humiliated by him, because of that, the death of his wife, of Bhavanya, his Patni Sati Devi, and her death. Then, next word is Tad Advara Rububihi Svapashada Sainyam Vidravitam. Then in addition to that, in addition to Sati Devi and death, also another thing happened. That Advaraha, that Yagam, that from the Agni Jwalai, from the Homakundam. Rububihi, the Ribu Devadehas, they manifested themselves, and by them, Parshada Sainyam, his own attendants, the group, the army of his own attendants, Vidravitam Cha, and Vidravitam, being driven by them. The death of Sati Devi and his own attendants being driven away by Rabukar. The death of Sati Devi because of the Avamanam the disrespect and derision and humiliation meted out to her by Prajapati, Daksha Prajapati. Bhavaha, the Sivaperuman, Naradat avagamya. From Narada, avagamya, learned from Narada the death of his Patni Sati Devi, caused by the humiliation and derision from her own father, and also about his own attendants being driven away by the Raghukar. Learning all these from Narada. Okay, avagamya, to learn, to come to know. Narada, from Narada, Naradanam irunde. Okay, so you can understand in Tamil better. Aparam krodham adadhe. Aparam, extreme, too much. Krodham, anger. Adadhe, he donned, so to speak. Adadhe, he brought tremendous amount of anger. Bhagavan always playing out Leela. Okay, Bhagavan is never angry. But he donned that anger, which is extreme anger. When Bhagavan becomes angry, please trust me, even the sign of anger from Bhagavan, you don't want to be present there. There is nothing that is more fearful than that. Same thing that happened to Hiranyakasipu, same thing that happened to Karadushanas. Okay, so and Bhagavan, even though he doesn't become angry, he dons the facade of anger, which itself is so frightening, as we saw in the Visvarupa Darshanam of Arjuna, as the Visvarupa Darshanam was changing from a Saumya Rupam to one of the destroyer. And what happened? Okay, and Arjuna was shaking. He couldn't stand it. So that kind of anger, he donned. He got it. He became extremely angry. Bhavo bhavanyam nidanam prajapatehe asatkritaya avagamya naradate sa pashada sainyam cha tad advara rububihi vidravitam krodham aparam adave. So now Sivaperuman learned and became extremely angry. So what does he do now? Kruddaha sudrashtoshthaputaha saha durjatir jatam tatidvanhi satogra rochisham. Tatid vagni means one. Sataha ugra rojisham. Utkritya rudraha Sagasothitaha hasan gambhira nadaha visasarja tam bhuvi. Now even hearing this description makes you shake, except devotee like Prahladan. Okay, they remember everybody else, even Brahma, everybody was shaking, afraid to approach Narasimha after the Hiranyakasipu Vadam. Okay, so Bhagavan showing his anger form is frightening, no way to describe it. Kruddaha sudashtoshta putaha sudashta ushta putaha saha duhu jatihi jatam Tadit. Okay, I'm breaking the word parangal for you, I get repeated. Tadit, these words are all new. Tadit, Vakni, Satha, Ugra, Rojisham. Again from the beginning. Kruddaha, Sudashta, Ushta, Putaha, Saha, Dhuhu, Jatihi, Jatam, Tadit, Vakni, Sata, Ugra Rojisham Utkritya Rudraha Sagasa Uttitaha Asan Gambhira Nadaha Visasarja Tam Bhuvi. Kruddaha Sudashtoshta Putaha Saha Duhu Jatihi Chatam Tatidbagni Sata Ugra Rochisham Utkritya Rudraha Sagasa Uttitaha Asan Gambhira Nadaha Visasarja Tam Bhuvi. When Bhagavan Shiva became so angry, what did he do? Remember how Rama acted when the crow was pestering Mother Sita. What did he do? Similar to Bhagavan Shiva now does that. He became very angry. He pressed his lips with his teeth, like when he became very angry. Then Rama took a dharmapur from his asanam and put the Brahmastram and sent it. Here Bhagavan Shiva plucks a hair from his head. And this hair was blazing in flame as if it's in fire. He stood up and then he was like an angry madman, Gambhira Nadam, very majestically, like roaring, and he laughed and then pushed that hair in the ground, pushed it, kind of pushed it means he threw it powerfully on the ground. That hair, he plucked it and threw it on the ground, all the while laughing majestically and roaring like a lion. So powerfully it was, so powerful. And he threw it forcefully on the ground. Kruddaha, one who is becoming angry. Kruddaha means the subject, one who is angry. Then Su Dashta Ushta Putaha. Okay, Ushtam. Okay, Dashta Putaha. Now, the pressing his lips with his teeth very nicely. Su means very strongly pressing his lips with his teeth. Gambhira Nadaha, majestic roaring sound. That voice that he has. Saha, that Sarvaman. Rudraha Asan, Rudraha, very frighteningly, Asan, laughing loud. Very frightening it was, Rudraha. Okay. And Sagasa Uttitaha, suddenly he got up. He laughed, very frightening manner, becoming angry. Bit his lips, as we say in English, right? But very strongly. Stood up suddenly, while laughing majestically and in a frightening manner. Sagasa Uttitaha, suddenly stood up. Then what does he do? Tadit Vasni Satha Ugraha Rochisham. Okay? Now let us go to each of these padangal so we can understand. Tadit. Tadit means something that is shining like a lightning. How the effulgence of the lightning is. It was like that. Tadit. Vahni. Vahni is Agni, like a fire. Okay. Then Satha means like a flame in Agni. So, and what is it that is describing? We will see in a minute. Something that was like a lightning, effulgent like a lightning. Something that was as if it was in fire, and it was also had a flame, appeared like a flame. And also Ugra. The next padam is Ugna. Sata Ugra Rochisham. Ugra means frightening. For the moment, it's awesome, fearsome it was. Okay, and intense, also very powerful. Rochisham means effulgence, tremendous effulgence it was. What was that? Jatam. Okay, Jatam. Jatam means his hair, from his head. So let me repeat that. Tadit, Vagni, Sata, Ugra Rochisham, Jatam. From the previous word that you see, Jatam. So this hair was like a lightning it was, flashing with that kind of effulgence, appeared like fire and with a jwala, with a flame. It appeared like that. Even one look at it was awesome. It created terror and terror striking it was, and effulgent, extremely bright. That hair, Chatam, Utkritya, he plucked it from his head. Tam Bhuvi Visasarja, Tam, that hair, Bhuvim, on the earth, Visasarja, he threw it with so much force and anger. That's what he did. I hope you understand now, okay? Now let me read that slokam again. Kruddaha Sudashta Ushtaputaha Saha Duhu Jatihi Jatam Tadit Vagni Sata Ugra Rochisham Utkritya Rudraha Sagasa Uttitaha Asan Gambhira Nadaha Visasarja Tam Bhuvi. Okay? Now, Duhu Jatihi, that's one thing I did not translate for you. Saha, that Bhagavan Sivaperuman. Duhu Jatihi, Jatai means a hair. Duhu means a group, like a cluster of hair in his head. He plucked it, right? Held it in his head, like a cluster of hair. From there, he plucked one hair and threw it on the ground. That shone like flame and had been a terror striking. Okay, he got up and while he did it, he was also laughing powerfully in a terror striking way. Okay, Rudra Asanna, very important. Now, then what happened? Once he did that, number 3, Tataha Atikayaha Tanuva Sprasanna Divam Sagastra Bahu Ghana Ruk Trisurya Druk Karala Damtraha Jwaladagni Murdhajaha Kapala Mali Vividha Udhyata Yudaha. Now, it's very amazing it is. When you go to the temple, you'll be able to relate to the slokam, okay, when we share this meaning here. Ataha Atikayaha Tanuva Sprusanna Divam. Sprusanna Divam. Divam Sprusanna, touching the sky. Okay. Sagastra Bahu Ghanaruk Trisurya Drak Karala Damtraha Jwalat Agni Murdhajaha Kapala Mali Vividha Udhyata Yudaha. Okay. Udhyata Ayudaha. Okay. So, Padangal are Tataha Atikayaha Tanuva Sprusanya Divam Sagastra Bahu Ghana Ruke Trisurya Druke Karala Damstraha Jwalat Agni Murdha Jaha Kapala Mali Vividha Udhyata Ayudaha. So, once he threw this Tataha, from that hair that he threw on the ground so forcefully, Atikayaha, a gigantic body so huge, and it's so huge, it is actually touching the sky. Okay, Divam Sprusanna, Atikayaha, Divam Sprusanna. Divam means the sky. Sprusanna, touching. Atikayaha, so gigantic it was. And it had Sagasra Bahu. That you know the meaning. It had like literally 1,000 hands, we say. Okay, so hands everywhere. Okay. And Ghana, Ghana means dark cloud. Okay. Ghana means Ghanashyama, we say like that, right? Meghashyama, Ghanashyama, like that. So that Ghana means dark, very dark cloud. That's what Ghana means. So Ghanarukha means he was black like a water-bearing cloud. So dark he was. Huge body touching the sky with hands everywhere. And then, not only that, Ghanarika does not mean he was dark and he couldn't see. No, it is also shining. Like Trisurya Druk. Druk means the eyes. Okay? And Trisurya means 3 suns. So it was shining like the light of 3 suns. So powerful it was. So powerful. Okay, well, dark body, huge, touching the sky, hands everywhere, and the eyes were shining with the brilliance of 3 suns. Then, Karala Damshtraha, the same description is there in Bhagavad Gita in describing Swami's Visurupa Darshanam. Damshtra, Karala Damshtraha. Damstram is this, what we call as Korapal, in Tamil. The one that is very short, for each one of us have that. And that is Karala Damshtra means that. So Karala Damshtra means it's awesome, terror-striking, those teeth that were actually drooping out of the mouth. So looking at it, you feel so afraid. Then, how was this form's head? Describe the face, describe the body, describe the color of the body, the size of the body, and the hands and all that. We also saw the eyes, and we saw the Karala Damshtra had the teeth protruding out of the mouth in a very awesome manner, fear-striking manner. But then how was its head? Jwalat Agni Murdajaha. Now, Jwalat Agni, Agni means fire. You know that. Jwalat Agni means the fire that is burning uncontrollably. We say when you feed the fuel to the fire, how it comes like that, right? It was like that, burning like that. So strongly. Jwalat Agni Murdajaha. Murdajaha means, Murja means head. Jaha means what is coming out of the head, hair. The hair was all shining like the fulsome, awesome, fully burning flames of Agni, of fire. The hair was like that. And then, hair on the head. Kapala Mali, on around the neck, it was wearing a garland of skulls. Then, Vividha variety of Udjuta Ayudaha. Vividha Ayudaha Udjuta. Varieties of Ayudaha weapons, Udjuta bearing, carrying different types of weapons. Tanuva means with this body, Divam Sparastranne. That form rose up from the place where Sivaperuman, through the one Romam, one hair, this form rose up like this, and Divam Sparastranne. It touched the sky. Tanuva means that body, that form. And this is what we worship in the temples. When you go to a Shiva temple, you will see Veerabhadra. Veerabhadra. Okay, please remember that. Tataha Atikayah Tanuva Sprusan Divam Sahasra Bahu Ghanaruk Surya Druk Karala Damshtaha Jwalat Agni Murdha Jaha Kapala Mali Vividha Udyata Ayudaha. Now, this Veerabhadra has now come. What is he going to do? Because everyone is angry. When Bhagavan is angry, nothing can stand in front other than a pure devotee. Remember that, like Prahlada. Okay? So, number 4. Tam kim karomi iti grunantam aha Baddhanjalin Bhagavan Bhutanataha Daksham sa yagyam jahi mat bhathanam tvam agrani rudra bhatam sakaha me. Beautiful. This form now asking Bhagavan, Swami, what do you want me to do? Beautiful it is, okay? And it is so amazing how we are all living there. And I'll send you a picture of also where this yagam took place. Okay, where this Brihaspati Savam Yagam took place, where Sati Devi left her body, where Daksha was killed. Okay, and all these things, happened in Haridwar. Okay, so Tam Tam karomi iti granantam aha Baddhanjalim Bhagavan Bhutanatha Daksham Sayagyam Jahi Mat Bhattanam Tvam Agrani Rudra Bhatam Sakaha Me Baddhanjalim Anjalim Baddha Anjalim. Anjalim means we all know, right? Anjali, to do namaste, kaikopar. Baddha means properly, in a proper way, in a full manner, okay? With both mental and physical attitude. Okay, Baddhanjalim. Kim karomi, after doing that namaskaram, doing the Anjali in the proper way, in a humble, worshipful manner, Kim karomi, what should I do? Iti granantam, thus speaking like this. Granantam, to speak. The person who's speaking like this, with his hands in Anjali pose, doing namaskaram, and asking, Kim karomi, what should I do? To that person who's asking like this, Tam, that Virabhadra, to him, to that Virabhadra, Tam means to him, Bhagavan Bhutanatha, Bhagavan Bhutanatha, the leader, the master, the protector of all the Bhutangal. Now, understand something. We are all taught Bhutam means ghost. Bhutam, Pisasu and all this we have been taught. Actually, Bhutanatha, what does this mean really? Everything that you and I imagine in our life. Our whole life is nothing but our imagination. Mind is playing this trick. I create everything in my imagination. Okay. Yedidam kincha tat srishtva is what Upanishad says. Whatever I want, I create at that moment. That power I have, that power you have. And it is nothing but imagination. Maya is imagination. Everything is my imagination. Okay? Now, whatever I imagine, my happiness, my fear, my anxiety, everything is a bhutam. Understand that? These are intangibles. But also the tangibles is also my imagination. A newborn baby does not know what a form is, what a formless is, nothing. But then I imagine, I project my thought. This is a man, this is a woman, this is a father, this is mother, this is my sister, this is my friend, this is Bhagavad Gita, this is Bhagavatam. Whatever it is, it's all my imagination. It's a thought. That is a bhutam. Who's a nata for this? Nata means not only master. Master must mean not the boss. Bhagavan is not a boss at all. Take it from me. I'm telling you. He is the master servant. The primary servant serves all the time, you and me. He never bosses around. He leads by example. Leads by example. Yes, he does. And he does what he says. That's the difference. That's a big difference. He's not a boss, but he's a master. Master in everything. Okay, and also the master servant, in a sense, he's the primary servant, the leading servant, the Bhagavan is. Okay, not only to you, to me, also to an earthworm, to a hill, to a blade of grass, everything he serves. Then, in addition to that, he also protects. He also guides us, leads us in the correct pathway for our own benefit. That is why he is a Natha. Okay? That is the meaning. So, Bhutanatha, that Bhagavan Bhutanatha, that Siraberuman, looking at that form, that Virabhadra that has risen up, and that form is so terror-striking, awesome form it is, so huge. Just imagine a black form, absolutely black with blazing eyes, and the hair on the head are all blazing like fire, and form is touching the sky. We're carrying all kinds of weapons, hands everywhere, what does it do? That form does namaskaram, worships to the Sivaperuman. To him, that Bhagavan Bhutanataha me amsakaha Rudra Bhatta. He addresses him. Me amsakaha, my amsam. My amsam. That's here Bhagavan addresses. One aspect of Bhagavan is he's not a punishing God, but at the same time, he employs anger as a tool. He employs fear as a tool, because fear comes only when I feel separate from my own self. Everybody, it doesn't matter what a scholar you are, what a wealthy person you are, what a rishi, none of those things matters. The moment I think I am separate, that ahamkaram is there, then fear comes. So, then the Bhagavan's amsam is present. So he says, me amsakaha Rudra Bhatta. Rudra Bhatta, this awesome warrior, a Veera, he addresses him. Okay, but you are my amsam. Tvam, you, mat bhattanam agranihi daksham sayajnam jahi. That's a sentence. What does it mean? Tvam, mat bhattanam agranihi daksham sayajnam jahi. That's a command he gives. Be my amsam. No, not be my amsam. You are my amsam. You're a terror-striking, awesome warrior, a veer and a courageous person. You are my amsam. Okay? So what do? From you, mat bhattanam agranihi. You be the leader of all my warriors, all my army. Okay? Mat bhattanam agranihi. Agranihi means leader. Agra means first, primary. Agranihi means be the leader of all my sainyam, as I say, my warriors. You be that, and then daksham sayajnam. Daksham, the daksha sayajnam, along with the yagam that he is performing, jahi, destroy it, kill it. Put an end to it. Jahi. Aha. He just spoke to him. So, Bhagavan Bhutanataha, aha. Bhagavan Sivaperuman spoke. To whom did he speak? To Tam. To that. To who is that person? Padganjalim kim karomi iti grunantam. To that person who has risen up with Anjali pose doing namaskaram. What should I do, Swami? Kim karomi, to him, Bhagavan Bhutanataha aha. To him he spoke. And what did he say? He addressed him, me amsakaha Rudra Bhatta. You are an amsam, an awesome warrior you are. So what do? Tvam mat bhattanam agranihi. You be the leader of my army. And then daksham sayajnam jahi. Allah Dakshan and the Yajnam, both of them, he put an end to it, kill it, destroy it. Thus he spoke. I hope that is clear. So now, number 5. So this is what happened. So beautifully it happened, because this adhyayam we are going to see the destruction of Daksha. So what did Veerabhadra do? Then Maitreya continues to tell Vidura that Veerabhadra is a personified form, an embodiment, a manifestation of the anger. Okay, the krodham, as Bhagavan says himself, Swami himself says, Avatar Purushan, I've heard him speak personally, and he says, how can prema ever be angry? Tell me. It's not possible. It can feign anger. It can don anger in order to carry out a particular objective. But it can never be angry. Love, prema, can never be angry. It is not its nature. But one of the roles it plays is angry, so that somebody falls in line for his own benefit. So this is what he did. That anger, that personification of anger is Veerabhadra, the form that came up. And immediately the anger has to carry out the orders given. So he was prepared to go and execute the orders of Lord Shiva, which is to put an end, destroy Daksha and the Yajnam. And then, because Bhagavan had told them, why did he say, Me Amsakaha Yudra Bhatha? Why does he have to say that? This is a phenomenal lesson in management and a phenomenal lesson in our daily life. This is a shot of confidence that all of us need, right? All of us need shots of confidence. When somebody whom we respect, whom we look up to, could be our father, mother, a good friend, go to the temple and look at the Prasanna Vadanam of Venkatachalapati, doesn't matter, whatever it is, or recite Hanuman Chalisa, think of Hanuman, whatever it is, why are we doing this? A shot of confidence. And that is what a kind of a pat in the back. You are my Amsam. When he said that, this form, Veerabhadra, had no doubt, full of confidence. He said, yes, I am capable of carrying out the command given by Bhagavan, because his enemies are not ordinary. Ribukal are not ordinary. Please remember that. And they drove away all the warriors of Shiva. So now he is going there as a leader. So he needs to be more powerful than them. And with that confidence, because of the blessing given to him by Bhagavan Shiva, you are my Amsam. Very important. The moment I think of myself and you think of yourself in our own life, I am an Amsam of Bhagavan. See what happens to you. I am an Amsam of this Bhagavan. Whoever I worship, immediately you change. Immediately you feel peaceful and strong and hopeful. So many things happen. That very thought. So that the Amsakaha Yudra Bhatha is very important in our life to remember. And with that, with Bhagavan's grace, we will conclude for today. Our time is up. And thought occurs to me to share one very important teaching to keep in mind. Bhagavan says, bring to me your sorrows and griefs, worries and anxieties. Bring to me. Don't hold them with you. Bring them to me. In return, take from me joy and peace, courage and confidence. Remember how beautiful it is. Something to remind ourselves and repeat ourselves, okay? Because Bhagavan is caring and also is taking care. Without blinking his eyelid. Animisham. He does not blink at all, okay? Always remember that. Now, with that, we will conclude for today with Swami's grace. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.